after we've already been live. If you're watching this later, you can go ahead and move your dial about 10 minutes into the future, and that's when we will be getting started with the reading and then getting into the guided group meditation. Our main focus here, my main focus, is the live group meditations, and so while you may not be watching live, you can join in um, later just by moving that 10 minutes, and then you'll be there at the start when we really get started with the meditation. But for the next 10 minutes or so, we will be opening the temple doors. People will be coming in and we'll get settled into the space, and at 10 minutes after start time, that's when we'll really start with the reading and then get into a group meditation. Hi, Daniel and Cuerdo. Welcome. Hope everyone's had quite a fine day so far, or it might just be daytime for you. Endo, Nessa, hi there. Nikki headed to bed, all right. Sending you loving friendliness. Hey there, Sabina and Jacob. So the temple doors are open and we are patiently settling into the space as people join. We're having a reading today and then some guided group meditation. Yeah, the birds are very pleasant. Oh. Could just even hear the sound of the birds' wings flapping. Is there an echo, Patrick? Is there some kind of echo? I'm not noticing that on my end. Okay, all right. And we are joined today, even though you can't see this, we are joined today with some incense, which I'll put actually right here. So maybe you'll see a bit of the smoke. You are stationed on the Buddha's bowl, so that's should be very auspicious, or my Buddha's bowl. And then we're also joined today by Jizo Bodhisattva, who is the patron saint in Buddhism of children who weren't able to be born, and beings in hell as well. So Jizo and that incense is going to be there with us, even if we can't see it. Francis, hello. Lots of hearts. That's wonderful. It's quite beautiful. So another 6 minutes until we get started. So taking that time to settle into the space, finding your comfortable position, maybe lighting some incense if that's something that you like. Beginning to bring our mind to the breath, to the body, to our present moment lived experience. Hey Keem, glad that you're here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Great. Hey, Cindy. Welcome. So we have not yet begun. We'll start with a reading today. Very direct, clear, insightful reading. Set the tone for our meditation. And then we'll practice together with a bit of guidance, a bit of encouragement to stay with the breath, stay with the body. Hello, everyone coming in. Don't be shy if you're here to practice, if you're here to join in our meditation. Make sure to say hello. Let everyone know that you're here. We are a community. Oh, Daniel from Sweden. How wonderful. Maybe we could, the people who are here to practice, showing up for this group meditation, not just stopping by, maybe if you're like, if it's convenient, maybe we can say where we are coming from today. What country, what continent, where are we joining in from today? I'm coming in from the UK, so I will say England. Daniel's coming in from Sweden. Oh, look at that, a crown. Kim is coming from Poland. Sweden, England, Poland. Oh, Jacob also from Poland. Endo's in Florida. Kat, Southeast Spain. Cindy from Maryland in the US. Quite a few USAers here. Argentina, Germany. Hey there, Feng. You're just in time. We haven't started yet. We are about to. We're about to get started. Oh, from Saudi Arabia. So we've got people all over the world meditating together. It can be very inspiring that we are not practicing alone. We are practicing together. You could say maybe even more clearly that we're practicing alone together, because meditation is a very personal practice, and our ability to walk the path depends on us. We can't get it from outside. It can't be given to us. It is our personal practice that we're doing here. And the more that we practice, the more that we develop in that way, the less that we are relying on a guided meditation or something outside, but we're really finding it in our own heart. And someone is coming from the Virgo cluster as well. So, we're about to begin. All right. Welcome everyone to our Monk Life Community Group Meditation. I am Bhante Warapanyo, your very grateful host and facilitator here. I'm grateful for everyone coming together to practice meditation, to listen to these teachings, myself included. And today we're going to be starting with a reading, and then we'll have some guided group meditation together. So firstly, make sure that you're comfortable. You can take a few deep breaths to gather yourself, to center yourself, set in the mind the determination, the consideration to practice, to listen from the heart, and to open yourself up to these wisdom teachings. We're reading today from a little book of wisdom. It's a bit of a continuation on the reading we did in our last live stream on YouTube. Little Book of Wisdom Meditation from Sogyal Rinpoche. I've really been enjoying this book, and before we practice together, I'm going to be reading it. And hey there to Nessa in the Netherlands. Oh, I lost my place. I'm sure I'm about to find it again. Some of this may cover a little bit of what we read last time, but it's so direct that we can listen again. And with many meditation teachings or wisdom teachings, you could wake up every day and read the same thing, and it's going to be just as impactful, just as relevant and insightful. So we'll start here with this reading on meditation, the practice of mindfulness. Meditation is bringing the mind back home. And this is first achieved through the practice of mindfulness. Once, an old woman came to the Buddha and asked the Buddha how to meditate. The Buddha told her to remain aware of every movement of her hands as she drew the water from the well, knowing that if she did, she would soon find herself in that state of alert and spacious calm that is meditation. The practice of mindfulness, of bringing the scattered, complicated story mind home, and so of bringing the different aspects of our being into focus, is called peacefully remaining or calm abiding. Peacefully remaining accomplishes three things. First, all the fragmented aspects of ourselves, which up to now had been at war, settle and dissolve and become friends. In that settling, we begin to understand ourselves more. And sometimes we even have glimpses of the radiance of our fundamental nature, our awareness nature. Second, the practice of mindfulness diffuses our negativity, aggression, and turbulent emotions. So when we practice mindfulness, when we practice meditation, we diffuse, dissolve, untangle our negativity, aggression, and turbulent emotions, which may have been gathering and tangling up over many moments. Rather than suppressing emotions or indulging them, here in meditation, it is important to view them and your thoughts, and whatever arises with an acceptance and generosity that are as open and spacious as possible. So our thoughts, our ideas, many people get into this mind of, well, I can't meditate, I can't get rid of those thoughts. Those thoughts, they keep coming up, so I can't meditate, I'm not able. Rather than suppressing or trying to get rid of thoughts or emotions in our meditation, rather than indulging in them, here in our moment-to-moment meditation practice, it is important to view them, to be with them, to be aware of our thoughts, and whatever arises, with a quality of acceptance and generosity, and patience as well, that is as open and spacious as possible. Meditation masters say that this wise generosity has the flavor of boundless space, so warm and cozy that you feel enveloped and protected by it, as if by a blanket of sunlight. Gradually, as you learn to remain open and mindful, and use a method of meditation, such as mindfulness of breathing, your negativity will slowly be diffused. You begin to feel well in your being, or as the French say, well in your own skin. From this feeling, this experience of being well, being okay in your situation that you're having right now, comes a sense of release and profound ease. This practice can be one of the most effective forms of self-healing, just showing up. Third, this practice of meditation unveils and reveals your essential good heart, because it dissolves and removes the unkindness or the harm in you. Only when we have removed the harm in ourselves, only when we have learned to relate to ourselves, to our psychology, to our story in a healthy, compassionate way, can we then become truly useful or helpful to others. Through the practice, then, by slowly removing the unkindness and harm from ourselves, we allow our good heart, the fundamental goodness and kindness that are our real nature, to shine out and become the warm climate in which our true being flowers. Natural, great peace. When I teach meditation, I often begin by saying, bring your mind home and release and relax. So people say, what's meditation? How do I meditate? Bring your mind home. Release and relax. The whole of meditation practice can be essentialized into these three crucial points. Bring your mind home and release and relax. Each phrase contains meanings that resonate on many levels. To bring your mind home means to bring the mind into the state of calm abiding through the practice of mindfulness. In its deepest sense, to bring your mind home is to turn your mind inward and to rest in the nature of mind. This itself is the highest meditation. So that is to bring our wandering, thinking, story mind that's very focused on subject and object, outside things, outside situations, responsibilities, fears, desires. To bring that mind home to mindfulness, to the direct, present moment awareness of the breath right now. So to bring your mind home is to turn your mind inward and to rest in the nature of our mind, the nature of our awareness, our presence. This itself is the highest meditation. To release means to release the mind from its prison of grasping. Since you recognize that all pain and fear and distress arise from the craving of the grasping mind. On a deeper level, the realization and confidence that arise from your growing understanding of the nature of mind inspire the profound and natural generosity that enables you to release all grasping from your heart, letting it free itself to melt away in the inspiration of meditation. So a big, major factor in our ability to meditate and our effectiveness in meditating is to allow ourselves to be. To allow the mind to be in its natural state. To allow ourselves to just be aware. Feeling the body, feeling the breath, having thoughts, all of that going on, and to allow ourselves to just be. To just breathe. Melting away in the inspiration of meditation, or in the inspiration of our capacity to be aware, our awareness nature. Finally, to relax means to be spacious and to relax the mind of its tensions. More deeply, you relax into the true nature of your mind, the state of rigpa, or the state of non-duality, non-subject-object. It is like pouring a handful of sand onto a flat surface. Each grain settles of its own accord. So in meditation, we are allowing that sand, or that rice, those grains of our life, of our mind, of our physical sensations, to pour onto this flat surface of our awareness, our just happening to be here right now. And so as those sensations and those thoughts and those ideas and those fears pouring out, flowing out, we're not getting rid of them. We are allowing them to pour and to settle on this flat surface of our sincere presence, our sincere moment-to-moment embodiment in being here now. It is like pouring a handful of sand onto a flat surface. Each grain settles of its own accord. This is how you relax into your true nature, letting all thoughts and emotions naturally subside, not fighting them, not trying to get rid of them. Letting all thoughts and emotions naturally subside and dissolve into the state of the nature of your mind, this awareness nature. And we have here now a poem from an old Tibetan teacher. Rest in natural great peace. This exhausted mind, beaten helpless by cause and effect and neurotic thinking, like the relentless fury of the pounding waves in the ocean, in the infinite ocean of samsara. So why do we meditate? What's it about? What's the encouragement? Rest in natural great peace. This exhausted mind, beaten helpless by cause and effect and neurotic thought, like the relentless fury of the pounding waves in the infinite ocean of suffering. So rest in natural great peace. Above all, be at ease. Be as natural and spacious as possible. Slip quietly out of the noose of your habitual anxious self. Release all grasping and relax into your true nature. This release all grasping is very telling about what do we do in meditation? How do we approach it? It's not that we're getting rid of something. Getting rid of something is we're grasping, we're fighting to get rid of it. Releasing our grasp is letting those things be as they are. Letting our life be as it is right now without struggling, without interfering, without fighting with the situation as it is right now. So as we breathe, slipping quietly out of the noose of our habitual anxious self, release all grasping, all expectation, all figuring out, and relax into your true nature. Think of your ordinary, emotional, thought-ridden self as a block of ice or a slab of butter left out in the sun. It's very direct, it's very clear. If you are feeling hard and cold, let this aggression melt away in the sunlight of your meditation. Let peace work on you and enable you to gather your scattered mind into the mindfulness of calm abiding, and awaken in you the awareness and insight of clear seeing. And you will find all your negativity disarmed, your aggression dissolved, and your confusion evaporating slowly, like mist into the vast and stainless sky of your absolute nature. Quietly sitting, body still, speech silent, mind at peace. Let thoughts and emotions, whatever rises, come and go without clinging to anything. What does this state feel like? An old teacher used to say, imagine a person who comes home after a long, hard day's work in the fields and sinks into their favorite chair in front of the fire. They have been working all day, and they know what they have achieved and what they wanted to achieve. There is nothing more to worry about. There's nothing more to accomplish. And they are able to let go completely of all their cares and concerns, content simply to be. So when you meditate, it is essential to create the right inner environment of the mind. All effort and struggle come from not being spacious. And so, creating that right environment is vital for your meditation truly to happen. When humor and spaciousness are present, meditation arises effortlessly. Sometimes when I meditate, I don't use any particular method. I just allow my mind to rest and find, especially when I am inspired, that I can bring my mind home and relax very quickly. I sit quietly and rest in the nature of mind. I don't question or doubt whether I am in the correct state or not. There is no effort, only rich understanding, wakefulness, and an unshakable certainty. When I am in the nature of mind, the ordinary mind is no longer there. I simply am. A fundamental trust is present. There is nothing in particular to do. So let's try out this practice of nothing in particular to do. And take a few moments to find a comfortable position for your body. So you may want to adjust a little bit to find a meditation position that's very comfortable for you. I'm going to adjust a bit. And we don't have to sit in kind of a yoga position or anything like that. Just find a position that's comfortable for you. It might even be laying down or sitting in a lazy boy chair. It doesn't need to be something special, just finding that comfortable position for your body. Give a few moments for people to find that position, whatever it might be. So as we find that comfortable position for our body, we can begin to bring our mind and our focus onto the breath. And as we start, we may like to take a few deep breaths to gather ourselves. To really set our intention and our determination to allow ourselves to just be. And with each breath, feeling more and more this quality of natural awareness. Letting our breath find a natural, comfortable rhythm. And however we happen to be breathing, really accepting and allowing ourselves to breathe. With each breath, gathering our attention to be here now wholeheartedly, to not take on any projects or expectations, to breathe and accept without interference, without struggle or conflict, whatever experience we happen to be having right now. Settling more and more into this natural rhythm of our breath. And also this natural state of being aware. Sometimes we may have a particular feeling of resistance or a difficult thought or a difficult sensation in the body. Feel out this ability to be okay with difficulty, to be okay with that thought or that experience that we don't like. Allowing our direct awareness of the body to become spacious presence. No judgment, no goal, no time, no meditation, just being. Just being aware of the totality of our life right here, right now. Truly showing up for our life. Showing up in the way that the vast, boundless sky shows up for the whole of planet Earth. Wide open, totally present. Completely aware. If at any time it becomes unclear or confusing, what are we doing? Why am I here? Just go back to the breath. With every distraction, every thought, rather than interfering with whatever comes up, just return to the breath. And as much as we can, allow ourselves to relax into this wide open, crystal clear awareness. breathing and accepting whatever experience that comes up without interference. Just breathing and accepting. Putting aside all ideas of pleasure or pain or boredom, success or failure. Just breathing and accepting this life at this moment as it is. And whatever thoughts come up, don't worry about a right thought or a wrong thought. Is this one I should keep or get rid of? Noticing thoughts, being aware of the experience that we're having right now. And instead of relying on or returning to those thoughts, stories, judgments, returning to, relying on this breath, coming in and going out. And this state, this experience of really being aware right now, being totally present with the way that things are. Again and again, coming back, returning to this state of being. This state of relying on awareness itself. without judgment, without better or worse, moment by moment, returning to breathing and our awareness. So we'll finish our group meditation with a bit of a dedication or a affirmation for our practice. So if you'd like, you can join me in bringing your palms together. You can just listen, it's up to you. And welcome to repeat after me. May all beings be well, happy, and peaceful. May my practice support peace in my own life. May I offer and share the peace in my life to all beings. May all beings be well, happy, and peaceful. May my practice establish peace and happiness in my own life. May I share peace and happiness with all beings. May my practice continue. May peace and happiness flourish in my life. May all beings be well, happy, and peaceful. Sadhu. 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 All right. So thank you everyone for joining in our group meditation today. I encourage you to bring your practice of mindfulness, your practice of relying on awareness instead of judgment or thoughts, to bring that practice into the rest of your day, evening, morning, the rest of your life. And look forward to practicing with you again. We should have group meditation tomorrow at the same time or a different time. So we'll see. But thank you everyone so much for joining. Take care of yourself and enjoy. Okay? I'll leave the live stream going for a bit so that everyone can see Jizo Bodhisattva. But that is the official end of our group meditation.